mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1. Sweet. That's enough intros. What's going on, gang? Sorry, just getting up to speed here. Just rocking and rolling, just trying to get the. Let's find out if we're up and running here. Let's see if we didn't crash. Hey, we didn't crash. See, I think this Windows version is so much more stable than my Mac version. Heaven Spawn, my computer's working out great. Been loving this new iMac, and now that I'm dual booting and running the Windows version of everything, this stream is a hell of a lot more stable. This Windows version is so much better than the Mac version, so it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, what have you guys been up to? Sorry, not too much new and exciting here tonight. We're just I'm getting ready to go on a little mini vacation, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna go visit my brother over in Minneapolis. So if y'all in the Twin Cities area, give me a shout. Hit me up on Twitter and do a little PWX meetup or something like that. But yeah, good times tonight. I figured, well, I haven't checked in, missed you last week, and so I'm figured, well, time to rock it out here tonight, and just kind of give you guys an update on all things, and not too much news, but like I said, it's all fun and exciting. We let's see, Random Cable, you fixed the shirts in the game yet? I'm gonna need a little bit more specifics. Speaking of which, I need to get on Dave. You chat, remind me. I'm gonna send Dave an email. I'm writing this note down right now, is to find out. I know the shirts are printed, but I do not know if he sent the bloody things out yet. So I am writing myself a note. Email Dave about t-shirts, because y'all deserve to have those. It's also plausible that they're in the mail already. I just know that when Dave has sent things Canadian, like from Canada, sometimes it takes a little while. So I'm going to find out if he got those in the mail yet or not. Yeah, Random Cable, let me know a little bit more about the bug that you're talking about, the shirts in game. Heaven Spawn, how's the hockey sticks going on? That is a good question. I'm sorry, Mr. Wrestling 5. Mr. Wrestling 5 has been dabbling in some other artwork. I can't show it to you yet because it's still a work in progress. But let's just say we might be looking at some titles here in the near future. I don't want to show them to him yet because I know he was still kind of like, hey, what do you think about this for a first pass? And I don't want to show him something that he's have a plain shirt that's not chrome. Oh, you mean like a new T-shirt or some kind of a design? Yeah, that's all being worked on right now. I can't, like I said, I can't show you any artwork just yet, but because like I said, I'm trying to respect the vision of the artist here. Because like I said, he was kind of, hey, I don't know about this. What do you think? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll sneak it. I don't know. We'll see. I never know where to draw that line. Maybe if you guys are really, really good and behave yourselves, maybe I'll show you a quick little sneak peek of the new potential belt design. And I said, and I would do it only under the caveat that it is incredibly first, stab prototype, because I want to play around with belts myself. Like I said, I'm kind of dying for like some kind of a winged eagle look. His reminded me of like an old world class belt, but I wonder. I'm gonna look in the meantime. Yeah, maybe if you boys are good, maybe I'll show this off a little later here tonight. Like I said, it's a work in progress, and like I said, I don't want to disrespect the vision of the artist by pulling the lid off of it too soon. But I don't know. You guys are good. You guys are good in Twitch, and you guys keep good secrets. So, and besides, like I said, I always feel bad. I don't have tons of news and stuff for you guys here tonight. But like I said, we're gonna have some fun and just kind of hang out like we always do. I'm late. Fire Honor. Playing WE Champions for hours. Oh my God. Which one's that? Is that the one? Which one's Is that the one that's the? Is that the one that's like Candy Crush, where you complete a bunch of moves and then you see like an animatic up there? I haven't played that one yet. I wonder if the crowd would appear larger if they were on a slant. Yeah, it's an interesting. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, it's the Bejeweled one. Yeah, that Bejeweled. That's the one that I was thinking of. Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful with those kind of games. I don't think there isn't anybody out there who's been on the internet like for the last 10 years that has got a mobile phone that hasn't at some point battled hopelessly a Candy Crush addiction. And Bejeweled is very much in those same lineups. I am a sucker for those chain reaction type games where one thing leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. It's awful. Awful, awful, awful. So be very, very careful about playing those type of games and seek help if you need it. Because like I said, those things can get really, really bad. Random Cable, you play Fire Pro Wrestling World yet? I have not played that yet. I have been super, super busy. I'm kind of dying to get my hands on it, to be honest with you, even just from a, hey, let's evaluate the competition. Let me hear your thoughts in chat here, Random Cable. It sounds like you said you wasted $30 on that stupid game. I'm curious what you're finding to be objectionable. Like if you were, like for me, Fire Pro has been absolutely unplayable. I have never been able to figure out the timing of Fire Pro. What I want to be able to do is do simming. That's what I want to be able to do. I want to be able to just like simulate matches and all that kind of stuff and have fun with a creator wrestler. I was talking to Dave the other day about it because he's been playing it quite a bit, and he said that that's his. Like he sees that like the majority of the comments are people making wrestlers. Random Cable, yeah. Hey, here's a fun little fact for you about. I'm going ADD on you. I'm kind of going on going ADD on you. The mobile game, the WE Champions. Here's a fun little fact that I didn't know about Candy Crush. Is you know how it's free, but then you can like pay for it to unlock certain levels and all that kind of stuff. And I'm assuming the WWE Championship probably has the same kind of mechanics. It's actually those jerks at Candy Crush, they make the game harder if you gave them money. because they know they've got like one on the hook and they know that you'll pay them. And I couldn't believe that. That was finally the thing that got me off Candy Crush. Was like I got so pissed off that finding that out that I said screw you guys. Yeah, I have not played the Fire Pro Wrestling yet. Like I said, it would be a. I'm dying to do it. I just, like I said, haven't had enough time, and I'm still hopelessly battling a Binding of Isaac addiction that I've got to work my way through. It's a bad one. I'm gonna have to probably start installing software again to block me from accessing it. But I'm still getting my work done. Still, at least I'm not that bad. But oh my god, never start playing Binding of Isaac. Never start playing it. That's right. Yeah, I think does Activision now own Candy Crush? I don't know. That is like a drug. And like I said, I think. We got a winner. I've been simming here on the Pro Wrestling X match here. Yeah, I said that's the one thing that I'm dying to do. I'm dying to get a little sim action going. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll see. Fire Iron. Yeah, if you're talking about really to the Candy Crush thing, yeah, I read an article about that on Polygon or Kotaku, something like that, that gave it the whole that gave the whole breakdown of like how Candy Crush is just like killing the world. And yeah, I didn't know that they actually somebody like kind of leaked that information that if you give them any money to unlock any levels, they actually make the game harder. It's like, oh, jerkwads. Because they know that you'll just keep paying. And that's what kind of pisses me off is that it's like the greatest minds of our generation. You know, like I said, like the last generation, they built the internet, they put a man on the moon. Those were the best minds of the time were doing that kind of stuff. And like the greatest minds of our era are trying to figure out how to trick people into buying mobile expansions and clicking on banner ads. It's kind of sad. So yeah, what else is new and exciting? I was trying to kind of yeah, Candy Crush releases the Party of the Grain. It is like a dopamine shot, and I have battled it. I understand the addictive nature of that stuff, and like I said, I don't think there isn't anybody that has owned an iPhone that hasn't at some point battled a crippling addiction to it. I've seen it on Facebook, where all my friends will start posting requests, and I'll see which ones are going through the addiction and falling off the wagon. And Bejeweled is very much like that for me. I'm actually playing a game right now on my phone every once in a while, a game called Threes. Some of you guys might be familiar with like a game called 2048, where it's like you're sliding tiles and you're always trying to kind of double up, trying to get to the 2048. And there's one that's like that called Threes. It's a little bit harder. And boy, that one will get me too. How long ago did the stream start? We've only been running about 10 minutes, so I just got on here myself. So we're just up and rolling. You haven't missed anything at this point. So yeah, it's all good. I was trying to figure out what new was exciting. I was trying to figure out whether or not I wanted to comment on. I've been noticing in my Twitter feed, and I don't know what exactly was the genesis of it, but it sounds like that Unity, the game engine, has been taking a lot of lumps on social media here the last couple of days. I follow a guy who is a tutorial, a guy who does a lot of YouTube tutorials on Game Maker Studio, that game engine, and he referred to it as Unity has the Eye of Sauron upon it at this moment, because it said at some point every game engine has taken their shots. But apparently Unity is just in the crosshairs at this point for just, and you guys tell me. I don't know. This wasn't something that necessarily I was aware of, but like people, and I think all engines have to deal with this to a certain extent, is that when they find out something is built in Unity, as our game is, they immediately won't buy it because they think the performance is going to be terrible automatically. And I'm curious what you guys in chat, or if you're watching this later on YouTube, what your guys' take on all this stuff is. We've certainly had our fair share of squabbles with, not squabbles, but our problems with Unity, getting performance and issues and all that stuff. But I've never like again, I don't know enough to really have a real solid opinion on it. But my take has always been that it like any performance problems that we had with Pro Wrestling X was due to our own development. Like whether we weren't optimizing graphics properly or something behind the code was going askew. I never thought, oh, this is Unity that's the problem, and if we would have built in a better engine, we wouldn't have these issues. But I don't know. I'm kind of unaware about the whole issue. I know, like I said, it's been a big thing the last couple of days. I.e. Moesh, Unity gets a super bad rep because of how accessible and easy the marketplace assets are to use. The performance hit is likely because newer developers haven't taken the time to optimize. That is exactly what kind of my opinion is and all this kind of stuff. Like I said, I don't know enough, but it seems like the rep is out there that the guy who runs the Game Maker Studio, or not the Game Maker Studio, the Game Maker's Toolkit YouTube account, which is it's a very, very good YouTube series. A guy named Mark Brown. He was kind of chiming in on it, and he was talking about how it's astonishing to him, like that he will see it. Well, like he'll go into the Steam forums and say, somebody, oh boy, what is happening with Kurt and Fake Sting? There's some good sliding action going on. He was commenting that on his Twitter feed, talking about how, like he said, he saw so many screenshots of just like commenters in Steam forums saying, "Oh, this is made in Unity. I won't buy it. Oh, it's too bad. Oh, this game's gonna suck now." And he was just like, everybody chill, because he was then showing the screenshots of refunds being given for games developed in all the other engines, and like I said, he seems to think that a lot of times it's because of that made in Unity splash screen that Unity throws up all the time, on the lower and the non pro version, that he seems to think like a lot of bad games that again are built by newer developers are kind of tagged with that label, so therefore that's the downside. So it's a user to keyboard error, not an engine error. That's kind of, like I said, that's kind of been my theory, but I'm always, I wasn't aware necessarily. We suspected it a little bit, like we've heard little rumblings, but it seemed like the can of worms really got open this week, just on social media. And again, I don't know if there was a specific trigger. Like again, sometimes those things are started by Kotaku, or not Kotaku, but Polygon or some of the other major game journalism sites. But I first heard about it on the Mark Brown Twitter feed, that it was kind of a that was kind of the genesis of all that stuff. But I had never heard that in that stark of terms before. So I was just curious what you guys kind of thought about that. And it's, like I said, it's kind of, i.e. Moesh is kind of my, it's either i.e. Moesh or Le Moesh. That was always kind of my opinion, is that it was not so much the engine's problem as it was just the fact that people hadn't taken the time or didn't have the knowledge to really optimize things. What's up, Ralph 9900? Always good to see you jumping in. Yeah, like I said, it seems to be a Lemoish. I agree. It seems to be a storm of game critics, video makers. Let's be honest. Some of this is probably a little bit of clickbait. I want to say it's a slow news cycle, but now that, like I said, a lot of the major conferences are kind of past us and all that kind of stuff, they may be. I.e. Moesh ones. Oh, Moesh. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Let me know if that's I.E. or Le. Moesh. Okay. Yeah, because I don't recognize your name. It's good to have you in here. So welcome. Yeah, so we'll see. Like I said, it was just an interesting debate. Like I said, I suspect some of this is just people are, Mosh. Sorry, not Moesh. Mosh. Cool. I'll get it. I will get it one of these days. I pronounce everybody's names wrong in here. I always, because I can't, sometimes the text, like Fire Honor, always has this really, really light green text. I can never read what it is. Do you guys get paid because I always see ads before I go to your live stream? What? What? I was unaware that you guys were getting ads. Well, son of a bitch. Somebody's making money, damn it, and that's not us. I had no idea, gang. That's really, really interesting. I'm going to do some homework on that and find out if for the tens and tens of views that we're getting, if we're like, able to get a few pennies out of the deal. Sorry, guys, I did not know that. I was completely unaware of that. I do not see them as a broadcaster. I'm wondering if they're just dumping these on every account because we don't see. There's no mechanic that I'm aware of. Twitch streams start with ads if you don't have Prime. Oh, say I'm a Prime member, so I'm wondering if that's tied to my Prime account or something like that. Thanks for the knowledge there. Sorry about that, guys. The answer is no. Well, or maybe we're being paid, but I don't think so. God, that'd be nice. I mean, knowing the overall value of ads and views, I doubt we've earned more than like $1. But thanks, Lamosh. That's good knowledge. No, what kind of ads are you seeing? Are you seeing anything good? Click on a bunch. Maybe our channel will get highlighted for being featured or something. That'd be kind of nice to have all of a sudden like 150 viewers or something. But all right, let's do it. Let's do a little cage action. We'll get some. What matches you've been playing since the new build? I am fascinated by the chamber match. That's the one that I like the best, and maybe we'll get one of those going here in a second. All players, CPU, yes. Entrances, no. Back up. Entrances, no. Next. Let's do a cage match. What the hell? This will be fun. Who haven't we seen here? We haven't seen Jack Blaze yet. We haven't seen Quick Dose. Got to get the meth head. We haven't seen Bloodshot. And haven't seen Dane. Let's get that going. And let's dump it in the classic arena. That's always fun. Catching up. Oh, you guys are seeing. Okay, I'm seeing the brands you guys are. Because I'm always curious, like what brands are advertising on Twitch. That's always kind of interesting to see who's kind of that forward thinking. Haven't Spawned been playing Chambers of Hell almost exclusively. That's awesome. I think that is my favorite of all that stuff. I think that's by far the coolest. I agree. We need to get our asses some ladders. You are not joking about that. I would be all over that for sure. Well, it looks like my bandwidth is gagging a little bit here. Chug, chug, chug. Why is my stream going so slow? I don't think I have anything else downloading. Put the stream looking bad for you guys too. Let's see. I wonder if I got anything else downloading. I don't think so. Let me know if the stream looks like hell for you guys too. Sorry about that. Let me turn the volume back up. It's been jumping a bit. Okay. Let me know if the stream looks like hell for you guys too. All right, that looks like it's better. It might just been like a little hiccup, my bandwidth or something like that. Bringing the conversation back to Fire Pro, the simulation deserves a fair amount of praise for being pretty freaking particular. Let me know what you mean by that. Or you mean just like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Lamosh, the transparent wall is new as of the. I think we got that a couple of builds ago. If you're behind a couple of builds, yeah, we I remember playing those early cage matches, and we're like, oh my god, this cage wall's got to be transparent. You're really gonna notice it when we play a chamber match, because the chamber wall is not transparent, and it's definitely noticeable. And so I love the fact that Robert the Man, on a few couple of builds ago, made sure that cage wall got transparent, because that is absolutely mission critical as far as I'm concerned. Um, the physics to me never gets old. The ragdoll never gets old. I love it. So, um, yeah, I'm like I said, I'm dying to get jumping into Fire Pro a little bit. I think that's going to be pretty freaking spectacular. Um, so we'll have to give that a whirl. Boy, I'm really laggy here tonight. Ralph 9900, I'm starting a UI design internship next week. Any advice? Wow, good for you. Study in terms of like, don't just like listen to what your profs say, but like do some homework. Look at video game long plays. That's something that I've been kind of paying attention to here recently. Anything that can show you what the menu systems look like on a lot of these things. You're just trying to get in as much visual stimuli as you can. You're eventually gonna start figuring out like what kinds of UI you specifically. That's funny. Random Cable says advice is to lie and cheat and steal. He is using the Eddie Guerrero method of work ethic, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Like I said, it's about studying and kind of looking at the kinds of UI that are out there, and then you'll start seeing what gravitates. Holy crap! Boy, oh god, there's some good flying bodies going on now. You're going to start finding styles that you like. One of the good websites out there is Dribble, Dribble. That's a lot of place where a lot of UI guys hang out, and will kind of show off some of their early wares. It's mostly focused on kind of like web development, but and then the other thing is to just again my take on UI is that the simpler the better. Like try to do as much with as little as you can. I think that will definitely help you out. I think a long time. Yeah. So and send show us some stuff. Email. I'd love to. Eric@ProWrestlingX.com. Shoot it my way. I'd love to see what the kind of stuff you're working on. What kind of stuff is let me know a little bit what the internship's like. What kind of stuff. Like where is it you're going to be working at? Are you working at a studio? Or are you working at an agency? Or are you working at a web dev house? Like what's the gist of all that stuff? I'm very curious to hear, because it said I have a lot of fun doing that kind of stuff, and I really just like the whole process of like thinking about flow and all that stuff. And like I said, I know these menus need some help. So, but we're getting there slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. But Lamoche, getting back to Fire Pro. All AI decisions work in percentages. It's not newbie friendly, but everything can be tweaked, like how often they will attempt a pinfall or taunt after a move. Basically, you're editing when and how often certain moves and actions are done and when. Where it really gets crazy is the flexibility attribute. The idea behind this is the wrestler would change the style based on who they're fighting. Very, very interesting how all wrestling games are playing. So I'm doing your research. Hey, that right there, that paragraph that you just typed is the thing that I can't wait for us to start doing with Pro Wrestling X. Like I said, that's what I am. That is what I am all about. That is, I can't wait for it. And so for me, that's what I'm excited about the most, and that's why I really want to play Fire Pro. Is I'm dying to customize all that stuff. Dane reminds me of AJ Styles. Funny you mentioned that. He is the one of the big inspirations. In fact, he's the inspiration behind Dane. When we were first designing that character a long time ago, it was a combination of AJ Styles and Chris Benoit. And so a little bit shorter ring technician flyer. Yes, definitely the inspiration. So it's funny that you guys pick up on that. Guys hear about WCPW World Cup? No. Fill us in, brother. Ralph 9900. It's a small agency. I have the opportunity to help them grow and stay full time. It's my dream, so I will try my best. Work as UI design for web, mobile apps, etc. Sweet. That's awesome, man. Yeah, have fun with it, brother. Study, and like I said, just again, my take is to always just simplify things down as much as you can. You're not always going to be able to get away with that kind of stuff because clients are clients. But man, pay attention. Like, part of me says like shut your mouth and just like watch for a while. But at the same time, I don't want to like don't also be afraid to like, put your 2 cents in. Because people like to, like I said, you're there to learn. If it's an internship, you're not there just to like be abused. You're there to learn. And so ask a lot of questions and yeah, man, just try to keep the attitude as good as you can. I can tell you from firsthand experience that people pay attention to how you behave, and if you're respectful and you're like fun to work with and you work hard, like man, the connections that you make, like they will carry you like the rest of the way through your career. There are people that I still talk to. I don't talk to any more of the people that I interned with, but the people that I some of my initial jobs, I still keep in touch with all those people. So definitely, don't be afraid to like I said, just have a good attitude when it comes to all that stuff. Holy crap! Has it been 10 years since Benoit? Wow. Zeron, what's going on, buddy? You didn't miss anything. We were waiting for you, brother. I was waiting to have all the fun. Ooh, this is chugging along here. Let me back out of this. In fact, I'm going to restart the game. It's looking a little sluggish here. Let me give it a little restart action here. Oh, you know what? Random cable, I did hear about this tournament. This looked like a fun one. The Fire Honor, when he said, it's not like you didn't miss anything. I mean, RP Coltrane hopped in the chat, and I didn't even notice. I'm sorry, brother. Guys should try to hook up with the Wrestle Circus guys. I've heard about that promotion, but I don't know enough about them to have any opinion yet. It's getting harder and harder to keep up. I can't. It is getting really, really tough. Let's play this and let's go against. Who do I want to beat up tonight? Let's beat up Quick Dose. That'll be fun. Yeah, please do, Ralph. That'd be really fun. It's just, not that I'm like god of UI or anything, but it's always just cool. And who knows, man, shit, we always might need help down the road. So bloody hell, send us stuff if you got it. Hey, listen to Lamoche here, dropping some knowledge. Yeah, definitely. That's a good point. Like knowing how he talks about workflow, like it's really important to kind of know. And if you, especially in a small, that's why anybody who's first starting in the business is to definitely make sure that you like work at someplace small, because you get your chance to like see how the whole process works, like top to bottom. You get to see like what the final execution is, and like the not storyboards, but like the initial thumbnail sketches and all that kind of stuff. And when you're in a large agency, you kind of get pigeonholed into a certain like, oh, you're just the graphics guy, or you're just UI guy, all that kind of stuff. So he makes a great point about just being able to like absorb like all the aspects of everything. It's a really, really cool opportunity for you. So go for it, man. Zeron's been playing with Wrestling Revolution. All right, brother. Nemesis, thanks for hopping in, brother. Thanks, appreciate the kind words. Why does he sit up after that neck breaker? Let me see if I can do which move, or I'll see if I can try to do which neck breaker it is again. I don't think we have a neck breaker. We've got a I'll start running through the moves here. I'll see if I can start cycling through. Maybe I've spotted already. Oh, back to back and a body drop. Okay. All right. Lamosh, have you seen this? This chamber match yet? Back to back and a body drop. Somebody was mentioning the other day, and I have to dig this up if we can find ourselves the Vertebreaker animation again. Yeah, it's great. I can't, like I said, Zeron, says we can no longer complain about the lack of wrestling games now on PC. Hey, I agree. And hopefully, like I said, all the attention that Fire Pro's getting and hopefully Wrestling Revolution's getting, it's just going to help us all. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. It was kind of like I said, I talked about that last week about how it was, did I just slam him? Did I just glitch? Hang on. Let's see if he pops back in the arena here. I may have just glitched through I may have suplexed him through the cage and killed him. Oh no, I totally have. Shit, how am I gonna? Uh-oh. I don't know how I did this. Okay, let me I want to take a screenshot just because that is what we do when we get a glitch. Yeah, this is kind of funny. I have not. This is pretty funny. This is like knock knock. Who's there? Land Shark. Okay, Land Shark. That reference is too old for you guys. You guys are not going to understand that one. Yeah, this needs to be like a little caption contest right here. I'll get one where the legs aren't glitched. Shit, how am I gonna? Okay, how am I gonna have to? How am I gonna get him through that now? Nah, you did. No, you're trapped. Quick dose is magical. You guys are haven't yet. I'm noticing that I'm going back to where the glitch was before the glitch. Yeah, this is said. It's very noticeable that the. Let me see if I can just I don't know if I can just keep running into this. See if I can knock the door off. Yeah, I've never been able to do that before. Well, this is why we do these broadcasts. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to get through that because I can't grapple him. I like how you can see that it's just like phantom wristbands at this point. Can I drop kick him? Shit. Anybody have any ideas? I said I like the you can tell there's some layering issues. This is kind of a cute. Oh, whoa! What the hell is that? All right, watch this, guys. Oh my God, I'm rewatching the broadcast now. Well, that happened. Yeah, the way that I did is I ran at him, and yeah, I ran at him, and somehow he was able. I'm sorry, that should have been a headphone warning. I'm sorry. Oh no! Wait a minute. Oh, you know what? Okay, this is just like magic teleportation. level. I don't know what the hell has happened here. Um, that is just, oh my god. You know, I was going to see if I could try to like, I don't. There's nothing I can do now. I mean, I'm just kind of up here. All right, I'm gonna have to just fall off the edge. Come on, fall off the edge. Ah! Yeah, geez, fellas, keep it inside the ring. Well, what I was attempting to do was I was attempting to show you how if you Irish whip him into the. All right, we're going to try the same strategy again. I'm going to try running at him and seeing if. There we go. Okay, I have no earthly explanation, gang. That one's great though. But at least we figured out how to fix the glitch. It's really funny. I'm sorry. I kind of lost my marbles there. Yeah. See, the problem is I can't use the. Yeah, I can't. It'd be one thing if. All right, come on, get up, get up, get up, get up. Undertaker versus Undertaker, except no lights turn off. All right, what? This whole match is just like clusterfication here. I want to just bust the door off here. I'm going to turn the sound effects back on so you guys can hear that a little bit. Yep, that's pretty funny though. I have never been able to. I don't know how. Like I said, I do not know the magic physics that's going on here. There we go. There we go. Now we can play outside like a good little boy. Now we can do it like we're supposed to be able to do it. Because now we can both climb up here and I can show you the fun of the clusterfuckication. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. There we go. Yeah, because now I can show you the fun stuff when you climb up on the cage. This is fun. Especially I haven't seen this one before. This is always fun. This is a good time. I'm gonna taunt our friend Quick Dose here. I would like to work on the camera mechanics a little bit. Like this is a little much. Not much is being worked on right now, Zeron. Like I said, it's been quiet summer. Everybody's you guys. I don't want to keep going to that well, but everybody's doing what they can, just kind of trying to hang on and keep bills getting paid and all that kind of stuff. So I think I'm gonna. I was debating. I've got Mr. Wrestling 5 came up with a preliminary championship belt artwork, and I wasn't gonna show it because I didn't want to he's not done with it yet. It was just kind of a first stab. But like I said, you cats are all right here, and like I said, I think it looks pretty darn sweet. You guys just can't hold us to it. If it's like being a final. Any chance we can break all the top parts later down the line? I don't know. I actually think that would be kind of a fun idea, because I know, like I said, I know it would be fun to kind of get some of that going. Oh, look at that Fisherman Buster. I forgot that he had that. Or not Fisherman Buster, but just Fisherman Suplex. A little perfect plex action there. I forgot that we had that. Oh, right on the metal bar. Oh, God. Break all the parts and the cage collapses. Now that would be sweet. You should add the members of the development team into the game and have a match for the belt. I would love my own creative wrestler in here. We need a few more parts. But I'm all about it. I already know what my finishing move would be, too. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. I thought that was going to be the one that busted it. When will we see that new title? I think I'm going to show it in a few minutes. Because, like I said, it looks sweet. And I guess, but it's not. But you guys can't. Like I said, I have to be like super clear that it's not like final art yet. It was just something that he whipped up. Because, like I said, I don't want to like you know. Oh, come on! Break already. Hurry. Oh, Zeron, you probably are wanting to go to sleep. I forget that you're on the, you're out in Europe. Forgot. I'm sorry, I'm keeping you up. Let me finish off this match and we'll show it. Oh, come on! Break already! I'm hitting him with everything I got. This has got to do it. Oh, come on! I'm going to put him right in the middle. Here, I'm going to pick you up. Yeah, let me at least finish up. I'll finish up the... I want to finish up this match. I can't figure out why that... Alright, this better do it. This is going to send us both down. Oh, come on! I know, right? Stolen tube. He feels me. I've been hitting him with everything I got. All right, Zeron, is there something I'm missing? Like I'm hitting him with everything, and I'm feeling like I'm hitting him right in the middle. There we go. Over here, nice. That cracks me up every time. I love that. Oh, and I'm getting like crushed by the. All right. I know. I thought I hit him with just about everything I could. Get up, fool. Oh, I wish I could. I wish that would pin. Like, that would be nice. The match could become insanely unpredictable if the steel panels had a percentage chance of breaking. I agree. 1,000%. I think that would be so much fun. Like, you just never know what in the world's going to happen. All right, let me pin this fool, and I'll show you guys the belt. Un, dos, tres. All right. Let me see if I got this pulled up here. Let me. Like I said, I'm only going to show you guys this just because, like I said, I like you guys, and you know, going to keep it amongst ourselves here. But this is. Let's see. When's it? Window capture. Okay. Let me see if I can find it here. I think it's this right here. Oh, I think this is going to have to be done a little bit differently. All right. Sorry, hang with me here, gang. I'm trying to media source. For crying out loud, where is that? Stand by, stand by. Why is the addition always off for me at the end of the match? You know, that's probably, so that's one thing that that we've never really, like I said, we've never really gotten a handle on some of this stuff is, like I said, that stats total at the end. Okay, there we go. All right, check out this bad boy. Let me turn this on here. I said it's just a preliminary. It's just a preliminary. I don't want to promise that like this is what it's going to be, but this just kind of gets you, just kind of gives you a quick, example of some of the directions he's going. I think it looks really, really nice. like I said, he was trying to figure out, okay, you know, what is it too top heavy or whatever, but I think it looks pretty sweet. I know, right? Yeah, see, I know, like I said, he said this is just a work in progress. I don't want to promise anything here, but it looks pretty sweet. You got like the little ring, the ring graphic kind of in the middle with like the 3 ropes. I think it looks pretty sweet. Kind of in this, you know, we got the middle rope there, and then I said I think it's a sharp looking belt. You got like some diamond action potentially going here. Pretty solid stuff. Like I said, I'm very. I mean, I said I had nothing but, you know, it was like, wow, I saw that and thought, God, that looks sweet. Yeah, could incorporate. Yes, side plates. Side plates are always hard. You know, it's always tough to figure them out. Let's make the strap go along with the plates, and it's perfect. Yeah, I said we'll see how it goes, but like I said, it's kind of a work in progress. These are all, you know, like I said, it's all works in progress. Oh, did I crash in my stream again here? All right. I've got something jamming my processor power. I'm gonna quit the game here real quick. Back out of the menus. Yeah. So okay, thumbs up. Everybody giving a thumbs up. That's awesome. Yeah, like I said, work in progress. It's and my God, we're gonna have so many different belt designs. It's gonna be insane. But yeah, so that's one of the things that's being worked on here. Like I said, we get it. I'm gonna go back to CPU because I wanna sit and talk to you guys for a little more. Let's do a hardcore elimination match. Who haven't we seen tonight? We saw Fake Kurt Angle a little bit. We haven't seen Riot, I don't think, yet. Haven't seen Wild Style. I always skip over Wild Style. I don't know why. Any progress on Tornado Tag Team yet? We got to get regular tag team working first, but we're talking about trying to figure out ways to kind of push the envelope with some of this kind of stuff, you know, with things that haven't been done. I mean, it's kind of with Fire Pro kind of coming into the mix, like it's going to add a lot of pressure now to start doing, like trying to figure out ways to be different. So, yep, I said it's all good, Mosh. It's like I said, we're trying to. It's a creative outlet for our artist in order to be able to just kind of, like I said, we kind of got bogged down a little bit in some of the optimization stuff. And so he's going to, you know, there's going to be times where he's going to want to just, you know, work on some fun stuff. And I don't blame him. It's more fun to show you guys that stuff than, oh, we reduced the size of certain graphics or whatever. So, you know, it's all good. RP Coltrane, I was coming back to you. Jim Cornette went all Jim Cornette again today. Yeah, the guy is a master troll, and people fell for it again. It really sucks because I like both sides. I like the Young Bucks, Omega, Joey Ryan. I like that faction. Like, I think they add a lot to wrestling, and you know, and so I like, you know, it's a nice change of pace. I don't mind sometimes the overly rehearsed stuff if the match sounds awesome. But I also understand the argument of the old school guys, Cornette, Rip Rogers, and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if you guys caught the Young Bucks Rolling Stone video where they kind of followed them around with a camera. It was very interesting. And I don't know, like I said, I tend to agree more with Joey Ryan, Young Bucks, and all that kind of stuff, talking about, you know, like, you know, that wrestling can be lots of things for lots of different people. And so I get that. But at the same time, I think there's part of me that says, you know, those guys ought to just shut up and respect the vets. And because they know they're getting, you know, the vets are trying to troll them. And it's like, I don't understand why they take the bait. So I don't know. It's hard. But yeah, Cornette kind of crossed the line with me today. That was, you know, it's been a while since the thing, something got Godwin where he did the old Hitler comparison. It's like, that's too far. And I didn't really think that Omega, you know, he's a pretty solid worker. I don't really see some of his stuff as being over the top. Like, you know, you can make a case that Joey Ryan and some of the DDT Pro stuff is maybe a little goofy, but I don't know. I think Omega's, you know, I think Omega's okay. The title be the special option on the main menu. I got to be honest with you. I have no idea what that special, the question mark. I have no idea what Robert wants to put there. Like I said, you guys have heard me. You guys have heard me talk about this before. That Robert is more like we don't have like a real like solid workflow where we have, okay, Robert, we're going to do this, this, and this in this game by this time and all that stuff. Robert really is more of a performance artist than he is like anything else. And so we never quite know what's coming with some of these builds sometimes, which is both, obviously to a detriment and sometimes, but sometimes it's also a lot of fun because he will do things that we don't think of in a million years that, oh my God, we thought that was 6 months away. And so, so so I never know. And so that thing, that special thing on the front of the UI, no idea what he wants to put there. Please relay. Haven't heard about this yet. Lamoche, Jim Cornette today, he basically put a tweet out that said something along the lines that, yeah, people praised Hitler too for some of the things that he did. It was kind of like a Marge shot, if you're old enough to know that reference, where Hitler did some good things, but and he basically just tried to compare Kenny Omega and Ibushi to like Hitler for some reason, and everybody like went apeshit. The argument, if you're kind of walking into this, the big Twitter beef or social media beef is guys like the Young Bucks, Joey Ryan, and all that stuff that are like, you would say like spot focused, where they're doing the crazy ass spots. Joey Ryan with the penis, the U-pornplex and all that kind of stuff. That's rubbing a lot of veterans like the wrong way. Like they think it's kind of killing the business, where they're more used to like the old style where you're still at least try to pretend that it's a shoot, that's that people don't understand that it's a work. And Rip Rogers kind of put out a tweet a while ago that talked about every indie match now is all flip, handshake, crowd going, this is awesome. And he had a really good point. Like I thought, like I laughed when I saw that tweet because I thought, shit, he's right on the money. And then the Young Bucks kind of got bent out of shape and said, screw this guy for ragging on us. And there's a lot more psychology that goes into the spots than he gives us credit for and all that kind of stuff. And so I like both. I said I like them both. I respect the veterans. I'm a huge Cornette mark, but Cornette definitely crossed the line today. But it just to me, like I said, I think it's hard for me to take sides. I like both sides quite a bit. I think Jim Cornette has added a tremendous amount of value to wrestling over the years, and this whole out of touch stuff and all that stuff. I think Cornette knows exactly what he's doing to get hits and page views and all that kind of stuff. So, Lamoche is exactly right. Wrestling is a lot of things to a lot of people, and that's kind of it's hard. It's really, really hard. I think some of the criticisms that Jim Cornette and the veterans level against the veterans are legit. I have trouble watching some of these matches in the indies now because it's so over the top. They kick out of a million finishers. Nothing means anything a lot of times. So I get that. However, I can respect it if that kind of the spot matches are done well and the creativity behind some of those spots are phenomenal. Like they to come up with some of these combinations is incredible. And I give full credit to those guys. And so I think to an extent, they're both right. That coming up with these combos and spots, that is incredibly clever. But I also agree with some of the veterans that it doesn't mean as much. If you're doing all these crazy flippy shit and all that kind of stuff. And so I get that. Funny you mentioned this. Lamoche. Funny you mentioned this. I just watched Wrestle Kingdom. Which Wrestle Kingdom was that their first match? Wrestle Kingdom, yeah, the first match they had. Just notice how Kenny worked the kidneys, then the neck to help him set up the finisher. Then Okada used his arm in the last reversal. The ring got out of it. Exactly. See, that's really, there is steeper psychology there, and so I think that's where the vets. I don't agree with them. Now I think you could make a case that I thought that match was a little overrated It was a good match. I don't know this 6-star crap. I don't believe that even a little bit. But because I think sometimes when you jam so much in that it does lose its meaning. And so, and I worry. I mean, from a human standpoint, I'm becoming fans of these guys like off the ring, and I see guys like Angle and Benoit and these concussions and all this stuff, and I worry that these guys are doing so many spots that they're gonna kill themselves. Like they're gonna be really hurt in 10 years, and I worry about that a bit with the Bucks. That they're kind of young and indestructible now, but I worry that. I said I just worry. That's all. I just want to I want these guys to have nice long careers, and I think that's what some of the vets are kind of bent out of shape about. Not bent out of shape, but they're trying to warn these guys that doing all this crazy shit when you're not being paid like huge. Bucks are doing well in merch and stuff, but some of these indie guys, I can't imagine making huge, great livings, and you want them to have nice long careers. So we'll see. Joe, what's going on, buddy? Hopping in late tonight. Oh my God, we're at an hour 15. God, I'm gonna have to. Or no, hour 15. Oh no, we hit the hour mark. I can give you another 15. We'll see. We'll keep the discussion going. We're having fun. Believe the new mentality works in the streaming world we live in now, and I see the point that Cornette is trying to make by how the psychology could be easier to connect with. Yeah, see, I think that's. I remember Triple H saying that all the time. That and Stone Cold will do that in his podcast. It's like just go a little slower. The stuff you guys are doing is phenomenal, but when you jam in 150 moves in a match, you can't. It blurs all together, and you can't tell. Like you can't pick up on some of those subtle things. Whereas if you just slow down a little bit and put a few, just a little bit less in there, it makes the other stuff stand out a little bit more. So I don't know. Like I said, it's one thing if it's like a live crowd situation and you're kind of feeding off the crowd. And because I've been in those matches, I've been in those kind of crowds where every move is like, oh, like that's really, really fun to be part of, and you get really sucked into it. But at the same time, like I said, if they were able to just kind of maybe slow it down a little bit more. I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, so it's hard. It's hard to say. Yeah, and that's what I worry about. Who is it? Is it yeah. Sorry, Zeron. I know. I'm sorry. That's probably a GIF moment for me there, like the but it's all right. I see a strong correlation between watching a match multiple times and binging Netflix and picking up new data. Okay, here's a question for you guys. Who watches these matches multiple times? I do not. Once I watch a pay-per-view or something like that, I never go back and rewatch it. Very rarely. Very rarely. And it's usually like months, if not years, before I'll go back and watch it again. That's just my own habit. And so maybe my viewing is a little bit different than what you guys would do. I might watch, I think I watched the flippy shit match with Ricochet and Ospreay. I think I watched that twice. But it's rare. I didn't watch Omega. No, I did. I watched Omega Okada because I watched it live. I happened to have an insomnia thing going on. And then I watched it when it was on Access TV. But by and large, I don't watch these things over again. The only time I rewatch it's only the debut. Yeah, see that's kind of what I do. I know these things are always like I said, I always kind of, like I said, everybody's a little different and every match is a little bit different, but by and large, I do not go back and rewatch matches. Very rarely. To me, it's gonna have to be a pretty special match for me to go back and rewatch it, and maybe that's the whole point of everything. Well, it's going to be interesting to see if the Machine here... No, not the Machine. Hammerlock. If Hammerlock wins this again, he won the last match. We had talked about if there was a a bias in the players. So we'll see if Riot can pull the upset here. It looks like he might be in some trouble because Hammerlock's putting it to him pretty good here. To tell you the match that I watched the other day, I was showing my buddy. It was, oh god, it was like Mini Mayhem or something like that. It was like every stipulation you could find in a match, where it was electrified steel, like electrified barbed wire, tear gas, and then the participants were all midgets, little people. It's called Mini Mayhem or Midget Mayhem or something like that. It was just crazy, and we were just laughing at all the spots. They were so funny. It's player 4 gets the win again. Man, it would be really, really awesome if you could hold that overhead camera angle until somebody starts moving. Yeah, so there's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, boy, it's interesting. Player 4 with the bias. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch some of these Twitches to find out if we got like a little bias action going on in one of these in our matches. Like if player 4's got like a definitive advantage. All right, guys, I got about another. I'm gonna replay this match. We'll do another player 4 test, and let's just see what. Yeah, still all losers. I know. Swimming pool dynamite double held. I was. It was funny you mentioned that, Fire Honor. I was on the. Well, what is happening there? That was a hell of a submission. He was shaking him rapidly. I was watching. I was on a. I was watching instead of watching Raw. I was watching. What kind of Raw in the background? I was watching all these death matches. All these specifically ones that would have bombs. I don't know why. You just kind of get. You chase the YouTube dragon a little bit, and I was watching all these. Crazy ass. The barbed wire ones where they'd always have the time bomb at the end, and they're just some of the craziest visuals that you ever see. And it's like. I wouldn't want to be in that crowd because you worry that like something's going to explode and like you're going to get hurt. So what is this at the end now? Everybody gets stats now. Yeah, Joe, if you haven't checked in a little while, Robert put in like a like the No Mercy, or I think it's No Mercy that's got that where everybody kind of gets a score at the end, like based on like how many moves they hit and all that kind of stuff. Now the math isn't always working out, and it still says that everybody's losing at this point, but it's kind of a work in progress there. But when will we start seeing more news? The biggest trick, I mean, we talked about a little bit about this last time. The hardest problem that we're having at this point is cash. Like everybody's got to do what they got to do to pay the bills right now, and for some, it's easier than others. And sometimes it's just tough, guys. I mean, I'm not going to get into anybody's personal situations and stuff, but it said unless you're like overflowing, because I said that being an indie developer is really, really hard right now. If you hit it big, you can make lots of money. That's true, but it's really, really hard to sell a shit ton of copies to where you can put 4 guys to work full time or even part time. And so what ends up happening is that people have to do this stuff when they have time, and until that happens, everybody's kind of in survival mode right now, and it really sucks because we know we can rock this game out, but it's hard when everybody's got to just pay bills for a little while. So it sucks. I hate coming in here every week and saying, yeah, not much new, guys. People work on what they can, and so it hurts. But at the same time, it's like I'm trying to be, like I'm respectful, man. Like everybody's doing what they have to do, and then summer's always hard because you want to enjoy the summer a little bit. You want to be able to travel. I mean, I'm finally gonna go take a couple of vacations here this summer, and just little road trips. Nothing terribly expensive. I'm not going to Jamaica or anything, but it's just nice, and so it's hard. It's hard when there's no real updates and all that stuff. So that's why I really like just kind of coming in and just hanging out with you guys and talking wrestling and talking about whatever news and showing you guys what I can, showing you a new belt, showing you a new spear and all that kind of stuff. Just whatever I can do. Lamosh, we've been talking about Patreon a little bit. It's hard. We struggle with some of this stuff because, like I said, we feel like it's hard to just keep asking for people for money and all this kind of stuff. But we're going to start looking at some of that kind of stuff and see if there's just a different mechanic for some of this kind of stuff. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But like I said, I know it's frustrating. It's really, really frustrating. But like I said, we do what we can. We do what we can. Look at TNA demo. Curtin A just went through the window. I must be way. The scores from TNA the game. There's a couple different. Well, no, because No Mercy or one of those games had scoring. It may have been Revenge or some of those other ones too. I'm count up. Oh, I didn't even notice that I was playing the Beat 'em Up song here in the background. Nobody asked me to stop. So, all right, gang, my voice is starting to go. I'm getting tired, and I gotta start packing for tonight. Really sucks, but Zero, if you guys need money, just ask us. We will gladly donate. We're not to that point yet. We've done that for 14 years, and it gets to the point where we don't want to feel like we're taking advantage of people. However, like I said, I would like to start looking at something like a Patreon and all that stuff. Lamosh, I've actually read Amanda Palmer's book about the art of the ask, and we're like I said, what we kind of feel like emotionally is that we've asked so much over the years that we're just me personally, I'm kind of tired of asking. And so what I want to be able to do is make sure that if you guys are ever donating any money, you're always getting something for it. That's something that's personally really important to me. Now, again, I don't necessarily hold me to that, but that's things like Patreon feel like the next evolution of something like that, because at least you're getting something out of the deal. It's not just a matter of, hey, donate so that we can do stuff. You will be getting stuff for it. So that's kind of my own philosophy of that. But stay tuned. We're doing homework and all that kind of stuff, and just kind of seeing where things end up. Because, like I said, there's got to be another way. There's got to be a better way. Because, like I said, trying to just hopefully just to try to sell units on Steam may or may not be the way to go. We may be better off just cultivating a nice little cult following and, getting a couple of bucks per month out of something, So we'll see. We're going to talk about all this kind of stuff going forward, and Dave's got some donate and watch Eric's reaction to 100 layers. Yeah. That's funny. So, all right, gang, I'm going to wrap here tonight. Thank you so much, guys. This is a lot of fun. You guys cheer me up every week. Every time I start firing this up, I never know what direction it's going to go. I get tired and all that stuff. And I guess so we'll wait for this match to finish off here and see if we get a player 4 comeback victory here. You thought about, I keep trying to sign off, but you guys are asking such good questions. I'm going to get my plug in right now for ProWrestlingX.com, Twitter.com/ProWrestlingX, Facebook.com/ProWrestlingX. Join our email list, sign up, follow our Twitch channel, all that crap. That helps us out a ton, just being and telling your friends. You thought about maybe having a store on the PWO website and sell it directly from there. Yes, I would like to do stuff like that. The problem is we have to, credit card payment processing and all that stuff also takes infrastructure. And so we're working on that. We're definitely working on doing stores like Humble Bundle, Itch.io, or itch.io, however it's pronounced, looking at some other storefronts and not relying so much on Steam, because they take a pretty massive cut, and a lot of people feel like they just can return games, and that I respect that. I think we've done a terrible job, and this is my own fault, of not explaining necessarily how to play the game and how to do all the things. And so I think people buy it and download it and don't understand even what they're supposed to be able to do. And so we got to kind of eat some shit on that one. So, Some more shirts. We've definitely been talking about some merch. These are all things. I kind of get fed up, not fed up, but it's like I want to make sure that we stay concentrating on the game. God, we got a nice little match going here. Oh, we got the boy player 4. Boy, I'm gonna have to look into this. Player 4 bias. I don't know. We'll see. All right, gang. I'm gonna wrap tonight, but thank you so much, guys, for hanging out. Like I said, it's always a pleasure talking to you guys. You guys ask great questions, and like I said, you guys cheer me up every time we come in here. So I'm not selling underpants, random cable, because I think you'd be the only one to buy them. Wrestling tights, socks. Hey, there's all kinds of merch ready. So hey, that's a fun little contest. Go to our Facebook page and leave a comment on the thread for the Gong show here tonight, and say what kind of merch you'd like to buy. That'd be pretty funny. So cool, gang. Always a pleasure. Thanks, sir, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.